I've talked about Stone Ocean and my liking on the part before, and as I mentioned in my previous Stone Ocean video, it's a good part, but it's one of those parts that gets a lot of reception from it. Whenever it's good or bad, it's really mixed, for sure. So I just wanted to check some of those criticisms out and just prove to you that how pointless some of them are.
Pucci is a one-note villain and he is just a Dio follower.
The development that Pucci gets from the relationship he has with Dio is some of the greatest lines of composition and foreshadowing in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures as a whole. Whenever you are one of those people that wants to define Pucci by the actions or the philosophy of Dio himself, it's up to you, because I cannot deny the importance of Dio's character into Pucci's character, because that is huge. But also, there is a delusion going around that Pucci just is a follower of Dio, which is wrong. Besides Pucci showing maximum support and maximum praise for Dio, there is a big difference between the followers of part 3 and Pucci. Pucci thinks beyond of Dio. Pucci has bigger plans than Dio. Pucci is his own character. You should think of Dio to Pucci what Gyro is to Johnny. Not a mentor, not a friend, but something more than that. A figure you can look up to. Something you will become, but something that along the roads you not only spend good times with, you not only agree with him, but you also disagree with him. Sure, Pucci and Dio didn't have time to develop their full relationship, but nevertheless what we got from them is amazing. And you should not judge Pucci as a character from the idea that he's just a Dio follower. And besides that, to anyone who claims to say that the interactions that Pucci has with Weather Reporter, any person in part 6 are mediocre or bad, is just basically wrong, because Pucci has some of the best interactions between antagonist and character, period. Pucci is just a good villain, I'm sorry, I don't care about anyone else.
Araki's writing is bad in part 6, don't defend it, you scum, your taste sucks.
There is this thought that Araki in part 6 really went down with the writing, and his writing got really bad. Let me just break down this to you. I always say that part 6 is one of the most different JoJo parts, one of the strangest JoJo parts. Easily can be called as the most experimental JoJo part, because between two great parts, part 4 and 5, and later on part 7 and 8, part 6 is in the middle of two, and feels like the most different of them. So why? It's because of the direction that Araki took in the writing. Is it bad? Well, if you call this bad or if you call this mediocre, then I don't know what you have to say about the first 3 parts of JoJo, because there is no way you can talk to me in the face and tell me that this shit is better than this. No, go back please. At the same time, there are people who seriously think that, and that hurts me. Emotionally not, mostly it hurts me to think that they are breathing the same oxygen as me. Weather Report, what have you done?
Dio's involvement in part 6 sucks, and him having more sons than Giorno sucks, cause Giorno was so special.
There is this thought that Dio's involvement in part 6 is not only pointless, but also it makes the part worse. I don't really understand where this comes from, but this goes as far as saying that Dio's involvement in part 6 is so bad that they literally hate the children of Dio. And this gets so far to the point that people say that this destroys Giorno's characterization. What are you eating that making you so dumb? What are you eating? I cannot believe that people actually think that Dio having more than one son destroys Giorno's characterization. JoJo as a whole has never been the classic shonen manga. Giorno is not your classic 6-path sage son. No. This is JoJo we're talking about. Nobody is special, but everyone is special. That's how Araki probably views his character. Giorno is the most special JoJo, but at the same time, just because he shouldn't be a thing doesn't mean that there is not more than him, because if there wasn't more than him, then he'd be your classic protagonist. I have a dream, Giorno Giovanna. Doesn't that sound like every single protagonist? No, because this is JoJo we're talking about. You can get killed in the middle of a part even if you're a main character. Some of the stuff that Araki writes for the better of JoJo are actually taken by people as the worst of it, while some of the worst are taken as the best. Araki writes a thing to make B reference, a thing to make B symbolism, a thing to stand unique from B thing, and people think that B thing is a good thing and A thing is a bad thing. Just hope these people never get to talk to Araki, because he might just feel disappointed that his fans didn't understand what he was going for.
Part 6 has bad fights and they all are overrated and everything sucks.
There are a lot of stuff you can criticize Part 6 about. I am defending Part 6 because I honestly think some of the hate that it gets is just dumb. But at the same time, there are things you can criticize Part 6 for. It has some of the worst minor villains in the series, and I'm not even stretching this. Some of the stand fights are lame. Sure, even some arcs are pointless. Some of the characters that are written in the part just don't make sense, and they get switches in their personalities time after time that aren't justified. But sure, as Part 6 has all of that, also has all of this. It has this. It has this. It has this. This. And the list goes on and on and on and on. It has good stuff as well, not just bad stuff. Now, I'm not saying that Part 6 is perfect, because it's clearly not. But I'm just saying that Part 6 is not bad. I hope you understand this. From the bottom of my heart, I like Part 6. Might not be my favorite part, but that doesn't mean a lot. But that doesn't mean anything. Something you like will always be precious. I like Part 6. I don't care if you don't like it, because your reasonings gotta suck.
But I thought that disliking Part 6 is cool. What should I dislike next?
Also, if you like Part 6 just like I do, don't fall into the trap of these quote-unquote haters. Most of them don't even know what they're talking. Part 6 is good and you should be embracing that. Hashtag love Part 6. Play my shit!
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the boy get off the corner of the boat, it's a real trip. Ocean man, cross off the land, man and night by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man.